Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Okay, call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all you brothers that's pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. Now, I just wanted to do a quick video on Matthew's the 10th chapter, and when brothers are in the streets teaching the word, sometimes the scripture comes out in regards to who the Lord came for. So I just wanted to delve into the chapter and read the chapter, and then see what we get what we get a take out of the chapter, or just get a take out of reading, extrapolating through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shah. So this is Matthew's 10:1. It says, "And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease." And this is Yahweh Shah. He gave power to the disciples, and the disciples were amongst the Israelites when these things took place. It says he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. So the Lord laid upon the disciples great gifts: the power to heal unclean spirits, the power to cast them out, the power to heal sickness and disease. Verse 2, it says, "Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, so Simon was there, called Peter, Andrew, his James the son of Zebedee, John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew was a publican, James the son of Alphaeus, Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him." Says, now this is verse 5. It says, "These 12 Yahweh Shah sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any other city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand." Now, when we read verse 5, it says, "These 12 Yahweh Shah sent," which was the 12 apostles, them saying, "Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not." So the Lord gave the disciples, the 12, command not to go into the way of the Gentiles, but into any other city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And when they went unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the 12 had the power that Yahweh Shah gave them. Back up in the first verse, he gave them the power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and manner of disease. So that's what Yahweh Shah said, go unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now today we believe that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those indeed are, according to prophecy, which is the evidence, or which is the faith, that these are the children of Israel. So we believe that. But back then, the 12, they went to the lost sheep of Israel as Yahweh Shah had commanded. And what did they preach? They preached the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And that was preached unto Israel. In verse 8, it says, "Heal the sick, clean the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give." So, that compasses another aspect of this. Now, he told them to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and he gave them a charge. And this is in red letter because this was his words. He told the 12 to heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely have received, freely give. And these was those powers. They received them, and they were commanded to give those gifts, or to give those powers to Israel. not the other nations, because the other nations he didn't command to go unto the lost sheep. He didn't command the 12 to go unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He commanded the 12 to go. He commanded the 12 to go to the lost sheep of Israel. And he didn't command the 12 to go unto the Gentiles or in any of the city of the Samaritans. He told them to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know, it says, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely you have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. So basically, they didn't go with anything. They went with faith. Because the Yahweh Shah said the workman is worthy of his meat. Go not with nothing. Go with the spirit. Go with the gifts that I gave you to give. Because your works are worthy of meat. You're worthy to get these carnal riches, you know, because you're giving out spiritual riches, which is telling the people that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, so you don't need none of that. You don't need any of that. Okay, so this is verse 11. It says, and into whatso city or town ye shall enter, require who it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come in house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. So he was going into different houses of the Israelites. And sometimes, the Lord basically gave him a warning. He said, if the house be worthy, let your peace be on it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return. Implying that you have houses of Israelites that were worthy to receive the gospel of the kingdom of heaven, and then you have houses that were not worthy. And whoso shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Because if they didn't receive it, they weren't meant to receive it. Just shake the dust off your feet. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking. This is the charge he gave to the 12. Verse 15, it says, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So Yahweh Shah knew that it was wolves, and he was sending his men as sheep amongst the wolves out there, you know, to teach the kingdom of heaven is coming. It says, but beware of men. And see, as Yahweh Shah is speaking to the 12, he's basically telling them, look, this is what you got to do. And he's admonishing them of things to look out for, because this is going to be on your path. This is the journey, and you're going to have to deal with this. And those men, when you read the book of Acts, in the trials and tribulations they went through, they fulfilled the words of Yahweh Shah. Paul, Peter, all the apostles, because this is what happened to them. It says, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my name, Shalakia, for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. And it says, and ye shall be brought forth before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So he's giving them a warning that men are going to bring you up to the councils and scourge you in the synagogues. Beware of men. He's telling you that they will do that, and you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake. It says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So I'm thinking, as Yahweh Shah is saying this in 19, look, the Lord gave the 12 the gift of healing, the gift of casting out spirits. So he in verse 19 he says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So why not Yahushua would give them the words to speak in that specific hour? And that's beautiful. That's something that Yahushua said to the 12, and it applies to us today. The Lord is going to give us the things that we need to fulfill his word. And Yahushua gave the 12 the things they needed to fulfill the word. That's why their accounts are written in the book of Acts and in the rest of the scriptures. It says, verse 20 says, for it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And they were given the spirit of their Father, and the men down the day have been given the spirit of our Father, man. That's why we know who we are, and that's why we stand out there speaking this word. Now, verse 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. So there's going to be division. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So, look, this is the path that Yahushua was telling the apostles that they will have to walk. He's telling them, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So you're going to be hated. You're going to have to go through divisions. You're going to have to go through a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So you got to endure all of this stuff that is going to befall you until the end, and you shall be saved. And then Yahushua goes on to say this. He says, but when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man become. So he telling them they're going to be persecuted. They're going to go from city to city and catch hell, man. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, so they even called Yahushua Beelzebub, which he's considered the master of the house, how much shall they call them of the household? So if they calling the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more so the men that tend to the house? They're going to call the men that tend to the house of the master, who they call Beelzebub, just as worse as they call the master of the house. So the 12, you're going to be slandered. They're going to call you all types of things. Yahushua is actually telling the apostles, they became apostles. They went from disciples to apostles. But look, they're going to call you all manner of things. They're going to hate you. They're going to persecute you. And you have to endure this till the end, basically. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. So, the people that call the master of the house Beelzebub and the men that tend to the house, all of their works are going to be revealed in due time. Verse 27, what I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body, which is the Most High. The man Yahushua was speaking about, or he came in the name of Yahweh. And it says, and fear not them which kill the body. So the men that deliver you up, the governors, they have power to kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. So they can't kill our soul, but they can only just kill the body. It says, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Okay? And you know that hell is not talking about an actual place called hell. The grave, man. Okay? Verse 29, it says, and are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are more valued than many sparrows. Because the Lord equates the men. Well, he was talking to the 12. And of course, the 12 are example of the elect. Now, he says, fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. Because to the Lord, we're precious men. To the men that Yahushua is speaking to through the 12 apostles, they're precious men. Okay? And it says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. And that applies to the men that's teaching the word in sincerity and faith. He's speaking about us. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But who else? Implying Yahushua in this one is implying that there's going to be men that is not going to confess his name before men. But whosoever shall deny me before men, and that goes as far as teaching other names for the Lord and denying the name of Yahushua amongst your congregation. That applies to those men. And you had those men in the synagogues in the ancient times when Yahushua was speaking. The same men that Yahushua is warning the 12 about are here today. Well, whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. That goes into division. Then a man's foes shall be they of his own household. That goes into division, because Yahushua is coming to bring a sword, and the sword is division. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So the men, when we come into this word, we're dead, man. When we come in, we're dead. So we're not living. He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it, because we lost our life. This is no life. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. And this is how this word goes out. Yahushua gave the charge to the 12 disciples. The disciples went out, they taught the word, they spoke the word, they spoke in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You had men that received it, you had men that didn't receive it. Scriptures say, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. So if you receive this word according to GMS or whatever, you know, in these times, you know, that's he that receiveth you receiveth me. You receiving Yahushua. You receiving the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? And it says, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. And I speak of saying that if you believe in the doctrine that comes out of the elders of Great Millstone, because that's my faith, that is the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that doctrine and all its teachings. Now I'm gonna keep on reading real quick. It says, "He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward." And that's just the conclusion of Matthew's 10th chapter. You know, so with that, just give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles. Great millstone, salutation to you brothers teaching the word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.